Hello my people, welcome once again to Goshen Heights Couture. For those of you that are joining me for the first time, this is Goshen Heights Couture, and this is where you can learn how to sew very easy without stress. If you've not watched my former videos, you can go to my YouTube channel. I will put my YouTube channel up so that you can just go to it and get my other videos, and of course subscribe so that you'll be aware when I post other videos. We just finished a project. I want us to start another project from the Lutterloh. The Lutterloh pattern, for those of you that are joining for the first time, is a pattern that helps you to make a dress with just two measurements. Two measurements. If you want to know about it, you want to know how it comes, you want to know how the package looks like, please watch my other videos that I explained about it. Once you get to my YouTube channel, you'll see a video on tiny details about the Lutterloh, and just watch it. I did a thorough explanation about the Lutterloh system. So let's get to the project for today. I want to make another dress. We're going to start another project, and I leafed through the Lutterloh catalog. I went through the catalog looking for what I should sew with my fashion designers, and I came up with a drawing. I want to do something like this. This is what I want to sew. I want to sew a gown that is either sleeveless or has simple sleeves with a jacket to go with it. This is what I want, or something similar to it. Just a simple gown and a kind of transparent jacket to go with it. I first formed this style before I now leaf through my Lutterloh to see if I will see something similar to that to use to create a pattern to use and sew this my style. And voila, I came up with this. The style is not exactly straight, but then this is what I want. I wanted something like this. So if you want to do a straight one, instead of doing this, if you go through the Lutterloh, you see something too that will give you a straight gown. But when I saw this, I said, why not? After all, in my last project I did a straight gown, so why don't I do something a little bit different? That this is a little bit overlap. It will still look cute instead of being pure straight. So I came up with this. This is what we are going to be making. But before I go into tracing this pattern, I want to explain some things for you so that in my next video we'll start tracing the pattern. If you can see here, let me bring it closer. This is pattern 150 and 151. But you can see that it has some letters to it. Like the pattern 150 has VV written on it. Pattern 151 has NN written on it. Now, when you get a pattern from Lutterloh like this one we are going to start tracing, you need to have what I call the symbols page. You also get it from the catalog. The symbols page. You must hold it so that you'll be able to know what every alphabet written here stands for. So if we look at VV here stands for dress. Let me look for something and do a pointer to it. Look at VV here, stands for dress. VV. And if you see the NN that we saw, the NN here stands for blouse. The reason you need to know that is that so that you know the amount of yards in centimeters or in inches that you need to be able to make this dress. And if you see it's written down there, for the dress I need 150 by 150 cm, and for the blouse I need 90 by 140 cm. Now, for those of you that use the inches tape, because I use the centimeter tapes. In Germany here we have centimeter tape. But for Nigerians or some other people, I don't know which other countries, that use inches. When I was in Nigeria, I used to use a tape that comes in inches. But for those that use inches tape, you can do a conversion to be able to know exactly 150 by 150 centimeters is how many inches? Not divide the 150 by 2.5. Now if I divide 150 by 2.5, you'll be able to know the number of inches. And since you know that 37 inches makes 1 yard, you'll be able to know the number of yards you need for this cloth. I repeat, to be able to know the amount or the volume of material you need to make this dress, just go down, they write it down what you need, convert it to inches for those of you that use tape that comes in inches, and use it. For me, my tape is in centimeters, so it's okay with me. So you know whether to use 2 yards or 1 yard is enough for this style. That's all, just to give you an idea, so that when you're going to buy a material for it, whatever material you want to use for this, then you know the quantity of material to buy for the dress and the quantity of material to buy for the blouse. That aside, now I'm going to explain the dress on this video, and in my next video I'm going to explain the blouse. That is, I'm going to talk about the patterns. The first pattern I'm going to trace will be the pattern for the dress. So as you can see, the pattern is quite easy. As I've said, every pattern has its cross at the center there. Every pattern has its cross at the center. And then every pattern has some alphabets. For this, you can see A here. A means front. AD, what does AD here stand for? You go to your... Where have I dropped this thing? You go to your symbols page and find out what is AD for. A is for front, D is for skirt. So you find out that this place now is front skirt. That's what it stands for. So when you see AD here, that means this particular pattern now is for the front part of the skirt. And then if you look at the way they drew all these things, you see some shaded areas, you see some dotted areas. Like here, the line here is not straight, as you can see. The line is not straight, and I told you in my former video that when you see a line in the Lutterloh pattern that is not straight, it means that we are going to place this part of the pattern on the folded part of your material. The folded part is where you place this dotted side of the pattern. And then you can see your dart. They actually tell you how long your dart should be. 15 centimeters here. It's written there how long your dart should be. Then you come here, you see B. B stands for back. This is the back piece. BD stands for the back skirt. The back part of the skirt. So you see here HM. What is HM? We go to our symbols page. HM here stands for center back. That means this part of the skirt is the center. This part of the skirt is the part. Let me bring it up. This part of the skirt is the center part of the skirt. It is this part of the skirt that will join this part of the top part of the pattern. So you find out that you need to know all these things because you have to transfer it directly to your material. First transfer it to your pattern after we finish tracing it, which we are going to do together, and then we transfer it to our material so that you will not go and join the back skirt to the back dress. It's possible you can make a mistake. So it is very, very important to know what everything stands for. And this here shaded place here simply means we are going to do a facing. You know that the style, look at the style once again, it's an overlap. So there must be a facing. There must be a facing done. One part of it overlaps the other part. So there must be a facing done on the skirts. So you see, and here they have given you 3 centimeter length of darts for the skirts here. There is going to be 2 darts here. So everything now, and I'm just explaining so that by the time we are doing our tracing, I will still explain, but not with such depth. So once you are doing our tracing, you understand why I'm putting the alphabets here, and you understand what the alphabets stand for. Once again, I think I've covered everywhere. And then there's a zip here. When you see this kind of thing, uh, here, look at it here, and it's also here. You see that there is a zip there. It's going to be a zip at the back. At the back, at the center of the back, it's not at the side. At the center of the back, there's going to be a zip. So, I am done with that. I have explained everything that has to do with the top, with the dress that we're going to be making. I've explained everything. So if you have any questions, you can ask me and I'll answer you as fast and as quick as I can. So that is it about the dress. In my next video, I'm going to talk about the suit, or let's say the blouse. I'm going to talk about the blouse that has to cover this dress. It's going to be a very beautiful dress. Thank you so much for listening. I don't want to make the video too long. Thank you so much for listening, and stay tuned to the next video where I will explain about the little blouse that comes with this dress. Remain blessed for today and have a wonderful time. Till next time on Goshen Heights.